Cognitive Behavioral Therapy CBT is a form of psychotherapy or talk therapy that focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that contribute to emotional and psychological distress. It is a widely recognized and evidence-based approach used by mental health professionals to treat a variety of mental health conditions. The fundamental idea behind CBT is that our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are interconnected and can influence each other. When individuals experience difficulties, they may develop automatic negative thoughts or cognitive distortions that can exacerbate their emotional distress and lead to maladaptive behaviors. CBT aims to break this cycle by helping individuals develop healthier thought patterns and coping strategies to manage their emotions and behaviors more effectively. Let's dive into the story to understand Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, CBT, and the ways to adapt it, bringing positive changes to our lives with real-time examples. Once in a serene village nestled among lush mountains, there lived a young boy named Aryan. Despite his kind heart and caring nature, Aryan carried a heavy burden, an overwhelming fear of failure. His anxiety grew like dark clouds gathering before a storm, casting a shadow over his happiness. Yearning for guidance, Aryan embarked on a journey to seek wisdom from a revered Zen master who resided atop the highest peak. After a long and arduous climb, he finally stood before the wise sage, who welcomed him with a warm smile. "I have traveled far to learn how to overcome my fear of failure," Aryan said earnestly. The Zen master nodded, understanding his struggle. The burden of fear can be as torrential as a rainstorm. Let me show you the essence of cognitive behavioral therapy through the language of nature," he replied. As the master uttered those words, raindrops began to fall gently from the sky. He handed Aryan an umbrella and asked, "Tell me, young one, what do you predict about the rain?" Aryan's heart raced, and he hesitated. "The rain seems heavy, and it will probably last for hours. I'll get drenched," he replied anxiously. The Zen master smiled gently and said, "Let us observe and experience the rain without assumptions." Together, they stood beneath the umbrella, watching as the rain came in spurts, sometimes heavy and other times light. After a while, the rain stopped completely, leaving behind glistening droplets on the leaves and petals. Just like the rain, emotions and thoughts can be unpredictable and temporary, the Zen master explained. By not clinging to assumptions, you can face challenges with a clearer mind. Eager to impart another valuable lesson, the Zen master led Aryan to the bank of a flowing river. He handed him a delicate leaf and asked, "Can you control the river's direction with this leaf?" Aryan's eyes widened as he tried to steer the water's flow by pushing the leaf. But the river remained unaffected by his efforts. Disheartened, he sighed, "I can't change the river's flow." The Zen master nodded thoughtfully and said, "You cannot control the river, but you can adapt and navigate your own course." As the sun set behind the mountains, Aryan absorbed the wisdom of the Zen master's teachings. The rainstorm and the river currents had taught him profound lessons in life. He realized that, like rain, emotions come and go, and like the river, life takes its own course. Aryan felt inspired by the profound lessons of the rainstorm and the river currents. He turned to the Zen master with renewed curiosity and said, "Master, these examples have already taught me so much about life's uncertainties and how to face them with clarity. Can you now show me how I can adapt cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, to bring positive changes in my life?" The Zen master nodded approvingly, recognizing Aryan's eagerness to embrace the teachings. He replied, "Of course, young one. Let me share with you the ways you can adapt CBT just as the rain and river adapt to nature's course." 1. Thought awareness. The Zen master and Aryan sat by the flowing river. The master asked Aryan to observe the water's movement and said, "Just as the river flows, thoughts also flow through our minds. Practice thought awareness to recognize negative thought patterns." The Zen master's teaching reminds us that our thoughts are like passing river currents. By being aware of our negative thoughts, we gain the power to challenge and change them, paving the way for a more positive and confident outlook. For example, when facing a challenging task at work, you might catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to complete this on time." With thought awareness, you can recognize this negative thought and challenge it. Instead, you can reframe it as, "This task may be challenging, but I have the skills and resources to tackle it step by step." By doing so, you cultivate a more optimistic mindset and approach the task with renewed confidence and determination. 2. Cognitive reframing. As the sun set over the mountains, the Zen master pointed to the changing colors in the sky. He said, "Like the shifting hues of the sky, you can reframe negative thoughts into more positive ones." The shifting colors of the sunset symbolize the transformative nature of our minds. By reframing negative thoughts, we can paint a brighter picture of our potential, fostering self-belief and optimism in our journey towards success. For example, when preparing for an important presentation, you might find yourself thinking, "I'm going to mess this up, and everyone will think poorly of me." Through cognitive reframing, you can change this thought to, "I have thoroughly prepared, and I am capable of delivering a compelling presentation. Even if there are challenges, I can handle them with poise and adaptability." By reframing your thoughts positively, you bolster your self-assurance, allowing your true abilities to shine through during the presentation. 3. Mindfulness and acceptance. Under the shade of a sturdy tree, the Zen master asked Aryan to sit in stillness. Mindfulness is like being one with nature. Embrace your emotions without judgment or resistance. Just as the tree stands tall and accepts the changing seasons, we can find strength in embracing our emotions without resistance. By practicing mindfulness, we develop resilience and inner peace, allowing us to weather life's storms with grace. For example, during a particularly stressful day at work, you might feel overwhelmed and anxious. Instead of trying to suppress these emotions, practice mindfulness by acknowledging them without judgment. Allow yourself to experience the stress and anxiety without labeling them as good or bad. By accepting these emotions as natural responses to challenges, you can navigate through them with greater ease and focus on finding constructive solutions. 4. Behavioral change. The next day, the Zen master led Aryan to a garden with blossoming flowers. He said, "Observe how the flowers bloom gradually. Similarly, change your behaviors step by step." Like the blooming flowers, personal growth happens gradually. By taking small, proactive steps to change our behaviors, we lay the foundation for continuous improvement and achievement of our goals. For example, if you want to adopt a healthier lifestyle, don't attempt drastic changes all at once. Instead, start by incorporating small changes like adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet or taking short walks during breaks. These gradual adjustments build momentum over time, making it easier to sustain and reinforcing a positive behavioral change. Just like flowers bloom one petal at a time, your journey towards personal growth unfolds gracefully through consistent, mindful efforts. Through the wisdom of the Zen master and the application of cognitive behavioral therapy, Aryan's heart blossomed like a beautiful flower, full of resilience and inner peace. And so, his life became a testament to the transformative power of self-awareness, positive reframing, mindfulness, and adaptive behaviors. Aryan's journey serves as a gentle reminder to all of us that within our minds lies the strength to overcome our fears and navigate life's currents with grace and resilience. By embracing the teachings of CBT and the wisdom of nature, we too can find tranquility amid life's uncertainties and blossom into the best version of ourselves.